Alright guys, going on a little road trip real quick. It's going to be, I don't know, about 100 miles round trip, 50 miles there, 50 miles back. And I'd say the first leg is probably, you know, about 20 miles of interstate, and then the rest is a little bit of back roads, but they're 45 to 55 mile an hour roads. Some stops in between. So figured I'd give you a little fuel economy update. Now I did actually fill my tank up a few days ago, and I got it down to, it's sitting dead on 40% ethanol. So we're running 40% ethanol. I've got the laptop in the passenger seat. It's just recording over there so I can look at it later. And so I put the cruise control on at first, and traffic's a little heavy, so it was kind of in and out. And at first it was running right about 18 miles per gallon at about 72 to 75 tops. Nothing, nothing crazy, nothing. I'm not, racing anybody, so to speak. But so in the last 7 or 8 miles, I decided to just run straight 75. It cleaned up a bit. I'm on a different road. And I'm at 18.8 right now on the dash. I'm not doing any hand, mathematical calculations, just letting the truck tell me what it thinks it's doing. And, I consider that pretty good, considering it's 40% ethanol, got quite a bit more octane. I glance over at the laptop, and I might show you in just a second, but every time I glance over there, really, like I said, most of the time I'm watching the NOx sensor, trying to learn about, how it's liking the octane. And the NOx sensor is maxing itself out, adding timing. So it is, I think right now it's at 6. So it's adding 6 degrees of timing, and it just does that any time you've got a little bit of throttle on it. So that tells me, that really I could allow for a little bit more timing. Might help with the economy. Obviously it's going to help with more torque and power and things like that in most cases. But this is all low load, mid-range stuff. But I'm collecting a lot of data. I'm going to data log this whole trip, a good, almost hours worth of driving. And then I'll look through it, and I'll see what other kind of improvements I can make or changes I need to make. Otherwise, just from a daily driver perspective, it's been an awesome tune. It's easy to mix. I got a little calculator on my phone, a little app that I found called E40 Tuning. It's an Android app. Works great. You tell it how much gas you got in the tank, how big your tank is, what your current mix is and what your target mix is, and a few other little things, and boom, it spits out pretty accurate numbers, to the point where this last time I got 40. I got down to 40, exactly where I wanted it to be. So it's 91 degrees out. I'm going to hit some back roads in a little bit, so I'll probably do a little bit of spirited driving just to collect some wide open throttle data as well. But just giving you that update. So here's oh, it did go down a bit. Oh, quit yelling at me. It is sitting, yeah, Blue Cruise gets mad. I don't know if it's focused on you because I had to turn the camera around, but it's sitting at 18.4 right now on that one. And then the trip is a little bit different, sitting at 18. So not bad, guys. I mean, you can see it's Florida. There's really no hills. This is the biggest hill I'm going to see. It's nothing, so it doesn't really count. And then over here, I'll show you the data logger while I focus on driving. You can see that greenish line there, and it is just constantly kind of on that add, and then it'll flatline. It'll go all the way down to the bottom. You can see it actually stepping. That's what it does. It doesn't just add all of it at once. It just adds and does it incrementally based on events. So now it's all the way maxed out, and then if I let off, it'll zero back. So yeah, it's been pretty good so far. So I want to give you guys that update and keep this short and sweet. So hopefully you enjoy that. All right, talk to you later.